Hello, hello, hey, sweet people. Welcome to another week, another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster, and as always, I am here with.
Alexia, hello! It's October 2020 already. I forgot to mention that the last few episodes. Oh my goodness.
October. Yes, you forgot to mention that because a little secret, guys. We're recording this at the end of September. But by
Yes.
the time you listen to it, it will be October.
Yes. And I mean, less than 2 months when the year. Is that right?
Um, yeah, probably the way I
Yeah.
would say this in English, there are only 2 months left in the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I am done with 2020. I think that I'm gonna spend the New Year's Eve singing "It's a new day, it's a new dawn, and I'm feeling good." Ta-da, ta-da.
And some good news. October is the best month of the year.
Why is that?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, well, maybe it's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Okay, let's
Yes.
stop the banter. Let's get into the show. But first, do you know what banter means?
I was trying to let's stop the e-banter or the-banter. I was trying to think what you said.
Banter. So I'm saying banter. Banter. This is not a super common word in English, but banter is just like small talk, chit chat, like back and forth, like not productive conversation.
Well, I think it's productive but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I did not.
It depends on the point of view.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that it wasn't productive, but not on topic is what I was trying to say.
Okay, so the topic is
So last week on Inglês no Rádio, we talked about teachers and how you can find good teachers, what to look for in a good English teacher. This week, we're talking about you, my friends, the student. So the
yes.
student
Y'all
obviously plays.
are students.
Yes, y'all are the students. And the student naturally plays a very important part in the student teacher relationship.
Yes, and the first thing that I want to say is don't think that the teacher is going to do everything all by himself.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Okay, Alexia stated what she had to state.
Yes.
So this week is all about how you, as the student, can use classes more effectively, how you can really get more out of classes or make the most of your English classes. Do you understand these
Yes.
phrases? To make the most of, to get more out of?
Uhum. Conseguir aproveitar ao máximo e tirar proveito.
Exactly. To make the most of something is aproveitar.
Uhum.
Excellent. So, to begin this little study hack series, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite study techniques.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this one with you.
Maybe, Emma?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't thought about it in a while because I have not been taking many language classes recently. But yesterday, I took a language class with a teacher from Portugal, so with European Portuguese, and I remembered something that I always used to do when I was first learning Portuguese, and it's super super helpful. Do you want to know what it is?
Uhum.
This is what I call the 20-minute cram sesh.
When Foster says sesh is session.
Yes. So,
Just to let this clear, just to make this
yeah.
clear. Sesh is a way of Americans saying session.
Yes, and it is a little bit informal, but I think it just sounds good. It sounds funny in this context.
Yeah, but I mean, let's do a yoga sesh. Let's go, I don't know, something sesh. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't say sesh to my therapist. Like, oh, when are we scheduling our next sesh?
No.
Okay, first question, Alexia. 20-minute cram sesh. We understand that sesh means session. Do you understand the word cram? Do you know what to cram means?
No, I don't.
Any ideas?
No.
That's totally fine. So, to cram, can you repeat that word for me?
To cram.
Nice. So, this is CRAM. And remember, you always want to close your mouth with the final M. So,
Yes.
anything in English, any word that ends with the letter M, close your mouth completely. Cram.
Cram.
Excellent. So, to cram means, this is a difficult one to explain. To cram is to study or to work really, really hard just before the deadline, before you have to do something.
So, studying 2 hours before taking an exam?
Right. The most common use of the word cram is, at least for me personally, in university. Everyone always says this, like, hey, do you want to go to a party on Thursday night? I have a test on Friday, but maybe I can just cram Friday morning. So I'm not going to study before, I'm just going to do it all right before the test.
I don't know if we have a word in Portuguese like that. Maybe we do.
Mas como é que você
I don't
falaria?
know. Tô pensando. I don't know.
Because I know Brazilian students definitely do this.
I know, but like, antes da prova eu vou meter a cara.
Cool.
Vou meter a cara nos estudos. Tipo, vou meter a cara e estudar tudo em meia hora.
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, maybe it's that.
Exactly. Cool. So in this case, we are not talking about university. We are not talking about big, complicated exams, but we are talking about cramming before your language class.
Yes.
So let me explain. Yesterday, I had a Portuguese class at 1:30 p.m., I believe. Alexia and I finished recording podcast, and it was like 1:05 p.m. So I had approximately 25 minutes before my class. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, should I eat lunch? What should I do? And then I started thinking, oh man, I have not spoken European Portuguese in a long time. I'm kind of nervous. So I immediately started thinking about, okay, what am I going to talk about? What did I talk about in my last class with my teacher? What is she going to ask me about? And immediately I was just kind of writing these scripts in my head. Like, okay, this is what I've been doing for the last 6 months. Recently, I injured my back. So I had to search for some words. Like, how do you say spinal cord in Portuguese? I had to look that up and say, coluna. Como que é? Coluna espanhol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'm very confused right now, but I think it is.
Yeah, you get the point. I was thinking about all of the things I need to talk about. I was taking some notes, some vocabulary that I knew I needed, but probably wouldn't remember. I was just writing on my computer so I could have those for the
Coluna
class.
vertebral. Vertebral.
Vertebral. Isso.
Yes.
But the idea is very simple. You have the motivation, the initiative, because you have a deadline. You know, 20 minutes, in 20 minutes, you're going to have to talk to a native speaker and you're going to be nervous. So let's use this 20 minutes as productively as possible to prepare, study as much as possible. And then after that, we're done.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like how people could do like imagine that you are at work and then you schedule a class during lunchtime because it's the only time that you have to take an English class, right? So those people, they won't be able to do the cram sesh before, but maybe it doesn't have to be right before the class. It can be like early morning before you leave to work, you know?
Right.
Um,
Right.
so just to be clear that, I mean, of course, it would be amazing if you could do right before class because then you would feel more prepared. And it's all about you. It's not because of the teacher at all. It's for you. And but maybe you don't have time for that, and that's okay. Just do the day during the day. Just do when you can before the class.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What I do personally, if I have a 30-minute class, I always give myself an extra 20 minutes before. So if I have a 45-minute class on my schedule, I'll put an hour so I have a little bit of extra time before. But if you can't do it immediately before, doing it in the morning, that's totally fine. Honestly, the way I think about this cram sesh, it's like stretching or warming up, you know? If you are
Mm-hmm.
going to the gym or you're going to play soccer, first you need to stretch your muscles, get your body loose. Because if you think about conversation, that's like, that's the game. That's what we're trying to do. It's intense, it's difficult. So if you just go from zero, I'm in Brazil, I'm thinking in Portuguese, and then immediately you have to change to English, that's hard. But if you have 20 minutes before where you're kind of transitioning, it gives you a lot more confidence, makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or maybe even, I don't know, Foster, I don't know if this would help, but maybe even listen to some English music before, English songs before, and maybe listening to a podcast before, just to get you into the mood of English.
Exactly. Yeah, this is a good point. If you don't have time and you need an emergency 2-minute cram sesh, what I do is I will listen to a song that I know in Portuguese and I will try to sing with the song. If I'm in like a work setting, maybe I'll just kind of sing in my head or kind of whisper, but that just gets my mouth thinking about Portuguese and gets me more in the Brazilian mindset.
Yeah, exactly. You won't do that with European Portuguese, right, Foster? Because you can't understand fado at all, for example. I can't. I can't understand fado at all.
I understand, Fado.
No, you don't.
Uma noite em Lisboa.
Just that.
That is a long story for a different episode. Alexia, I
We
think.
already talked about this.
Okay, well, that's enough then. Don't want to talk about it again. Thank you guys. Enjoy your cram sesh, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.